This Thanksgiving, we decided, kind of last minute, that we'd rather not cook a big dinner. So we let Disney Cruise Line do the cooking while Captain Minnie led the celebration on the Disney Wish. We arrived in Port Canaveral, ready to set sail. Well, most of us. And we're going to show you our embarkation and a tour of our standard inside staterooms. Let's start with how to park.
Please select your sailing.
Insert credit card. Do you have a credit card?
I do. Did you get the golden ticket?
Golden ticket. Let's go. We booked this so late that we didn't even receive luggage tags in the mail in advance.
So we did not select this port arrival time of our own doing. This was basically what was left because of how late we booked. However, I have to say, getting to the port when everyone else has sort of already arrived has been amazing. You pull right up, there's no traffic, the guys helping you with your bags are super nice, everything's low-key and calm.
They were the nicest porters. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is not a bad time to arrive, and also, as soon as we get on the ship, we're going to be able to throw our bags down. We don't have to wander around with our backpacks.
Our rooms are already ready.
Our rooms are already ready. This feels very almost Virgin Voyages. No, but I'm used to, on Disney Cruise Line, having to lug around with my bags for like 2 hours. So
yeah.
This is a nice situation.
We're here. Wow. And look at the view from our parking spot.
You could watch Toy Story.
You see it, Nora?
Yeah. Which button?
One.
Start one.
So they break it up based on what time is your port arrival time, and our port arrival time was 1:45. It means we got here a few minutes late, actually, but we can head right in. Go ahead, guys.
Introducing the Balzarn family.
Woo! Oh, is that Belle?
Just a friendly reminder that our mandatory emergency safety drill will take place at 3:20 p.m. today.
Myself and my team are more than happy to assist everybody, but we'll be getting going very, very shortly, okay? Amazing. Thank you for your time.
Before we take a proper tour of our room on deck 2, we need to get a bite to eat. So let's go up to deck 11 where we found some great tacos at Mickey's Festival of Foods and spotted a few minutes of the sail away party. One downside of the late arrival is less time to snag a good viewing spot before the show. But let's head to deck 2 to see our rooms. 2623 and 2627, both standard inside staterooms.
Are you gonna do it with your wand? No, it doesn't work that way. What? Ready.
Room number 1.
Oh, this.
You guys have a Cinderella room. Welcome to room 2623 on board the Wish. I think the most interesting thing about this room is how it is right off that hallway. So far, it hasn't been too noisy, but it could be a really high traffic area. I'll show you the hallway so you see how this is like really in the main thoroughfare. Whereas even though Nick and the older kids' room is right across the hall, they're amidst like a whole hallway of doors. And so it just feels like this one stands out a little bit. But they're both exactly identical in terms of what's available. So I'm going to show you this tour and then I'll point the few differences out in the other rooms. So this also goes for room 2627.
Let's just take a peek in here too.
Both rooms are Cinderella themed, but this one has a curtain and over the sofa, the bunk pulls down. The layouts are exactly the same though. We've got some built-in closets right here, which I will have to open. It's a little dark right here. Here's a light. This light has to open. There's a shelf underneath, which will be great for shoes. There's enough hangers, I think. And then up top, of course, are the very important safety vests. A little bit more light. Teeny tiny bit more light.
A tea light.
It's like the littlest light.
A teeny light.
I love how this mirror is backlit. It just glows in a very, well, flattering way. It's great for putting on makeup, but also it seems very low profile and opens up the room a lot. You do have a little desk here with all your basic typical amenities on DCL, like some postcards and stationery, and very important, the menus to request your room service breakfast. And then over here we've got our hair dryer. There's also the mat for lying any hot tools you use when styling your hair. I will use this with my straightener so that I don't melt their countertops. Very important. And down here is it's a cooler. It's a drawer cooler. But we did bring some bottles of water from the parks, so we'll be putting those in there so they're chilled. That's nice. But funny layout. I'm gonna have to rearrange the organizer in there so that everything fits. These little shelves will be very helpful. I will be able to put my makeup bag here and some snacks that we brought up here. So I'm glad that these will be here. They're a little exposed, but that's okay. This bed, you can tell, has some pulls on it to convert into, the sofa converts into a bed. It's a tight space, but we knew that booking an inside stateroom. I like that this end table tucks in so well, but if you need it, it's there. You can move it around the room easily. The pillows really add a brightness. What's interesting to me, we have been on the legacy ships before, the Magic, the Wonder, and the Dream. I haven't been on the Fantasy yet, but I will in a couple months. And everything there is so nautical. It's all navy and white and feels traditional seafaring vessel. And here, I knew it was going to be princess. Maybe it's because this is the Cinderella room, but it's a lot of navy and white and light blue and gold that kind of ties it all in between the princess and the vibes of the other ships. That may not be the same in the Tiana rooms or the maybe the Moana rooms, but I bet the Elsa rooms also have some of this same like blue and white vibes, but a princess take on what already, to me, this does not feel that far outside of DCL. This little hookup here makes me really want some mac and cheese. I want to point out that the bed is tall enough that we put our away extra large suitcase down here and it fits no problem. So it is a little bit of a hike to get up on the bed, but that means you've got lots of space for storage underneath should you need it. This Wish blanket is so pretty. I love the old school DCL blankets on those ships that we've been on before, but I like that the Wish gets its own treatment. I love the embroidery detail on the pillow shams. Our lights here, oh, they're adjustable, so you can turn them down dim at night, which is helpful if you need maybe a nightlight option with the kiddos. And I will be adjusting that so I'm able to read while my kiddo still sleeps. Just pretty delicate, dainty. Here we've got 2 US outlets and a USB, 2 USBs and a USB-C. And a little drawer. Now these are floating drawers on either side. You could tuck things underneath, but they would be just directly on the floor. In addition to having those chargers on either side of the bed, we also have chargers on the desk. Sorry to trip you up. Looks like we've got, is this European? And then 2 US, another USB-C, and 2 USB. So pretty simple and lovely. On either side of the bed, I didn't even notice these when I first walked in, there are additional closets. So that felt a little tight, but once I realized I have these, we're good. We're good on storage. We're good on space. I can't fathom fitting enough people in here that you need 1, 2, 3 closets, but I'll be hanging up stuff in there. Oh, hi Dumbo. Hi. Also, I just want to point out on one side, this closet has shelves and a safe, which is great because on the other side, it is hanging space. And I thought it was hanging space on both sides and virtually no shelving or drawers in this whole place, but there are 2 hangers, so you can't hang anything full length. But for kids, sorry, it keeps trying to adjust. For kids, this would be great because you could put, you know, shorty clothes up there and shorty clothes down there. I actually threw like space bags and shoes and a bunch of stuff down there because I don't need more hanging space. I put all my hanging stuff in this double closet in the front because it's a little bit longer. So while my dresses drag, they don't drag quite as much. And I did use some of that shelf there for my stuff. So it's just kids stuff on the other shelf. But I would love a drawer. That's what we had last time on the Dream. And this one drawer is the only little drawer in the whole place. Let's check out the bathroom. Hooks on the back of the door are always helpful. As with all cruise bathrooms, you have to step up to get in. Don't forget, the trip is a tough one. All right. Here, I've heard time and time again how much people are excited to have glass doors on these showers, as opposed to tiny DCL showers with the little curtain that just sticks to you. I don't love glass doors. Sometimes if I know that my kids are going to be sharing a room with me, because it just leaves you kind of exposed. So I will have to lock the bathroom door. You should do that anyway. I mean, you deserve to shower in privacy, Mom. But in here we have...
Don't start the water.
Like I have to get in the shower to show you. But we have the adjustable arm on this shower. We don't have a rain shower head, just the handheld. But we have a couple shelves and the shampoos, conditioners, and body washes that we typically get on DCL. But it is a real tub, a little tub, but a real tub, which is fantastic for bathing kids. You don't usually get this on other cruise lines. And you've got that clothesline that's helpful for drying all of your swimsuits after a day on Castaway Cay. The toilet's a toilet. I do love that they give you an extra towel for makeup because you know you will end up staining their towels if they don't give you a dark color one specifically for washing off makeup. And basic amenities. It's a little sink. It's a small countertop, but it definitely will do the job. Nice and snug, but super functional. Now, I was surprised to hear that these inside staterooms did not have separate bathrooms for the shower room and the toilet room. I'm used to that on a lot of other DCL ships, but these inside staterooms do not have that. So you have to wait your turn, one person in the bathroom at a time. I couldn't fit more than that. That's okay. Oh, one other thing. Here they do have regular light switch, but also a night light, which is just this little bit of low light down here. Some of the ships started getting this light as a night light, and parents thought it was great, but some people that need just full-on blackout hated it. So here, there's a switch. You have an option. You can turn it on and off.
Also, this room, as different from 2623, this room has the upper berth, which means that this room is going to be large enough for 4 people, whereas the other room, 2623, only has room for 3 people.
Yeah, this one, in addition to having the upper berth, also has the curtain that can go around when this is made up into a bunk bed.
We were also delighted to find the super cute artwork hidden in the ceiling when the stateroom attendant opened the top bunk. By the way, you can't open it yourself. Also worth noting, there's no plastic laundry bag, so I'm glad I packed a space bag for our dirty clothes. This cloth bag is here though if you plan to send clothes out with their laundry service for a fee. If you've cruised with Disney before, congrats, you're now a member of the Castaway Club, and you'll have your club goodies waiting for you in your stateroom.
Of course, as we came in, we were greeted with our Castaway Club gifts. As a gold member, I get a wet dry bag and a beach bag, in addition to my lanyards. But in Nick's room, because he's platinum, so he also gets a beach towel.
After a few days of navigating the ship, how did we feel about these room locations? Were they a last-minute slam dunk or a bust?
Well, we're gonna go get cleaned up while our kids are in the club because they're very excited about an activity coming up. First off, our stateroom is so easy for Oceaneers Club drop-off. You just
And this was
walk
not
across the
intentional,
hall.
it just ended up this
It
way.
wasn't.
But this
And
is
I really like this spot.
I like it, and it's not super loud. I thought it might be like a little too much traffic, but it's not. There's not kids running,
It's
screaming.
really in a reserved
It's
hallway,
good.
but it's also so easy to get back up
Yeah.
to the atrium as well.
Right by the elevators, which we've not had any problem with. We take the stairs a lot when we can, but we really haven't had problems with the elevators, which I've heard people complain about before. There is one time, I think, was it right after the muster drill, we went down to go up, so we kind of hacked it, but you can do that.
Let me show you exactly how far it is to get from the Oceaneers Club hallway on the port side across the elevator banks and to our rooms just on the starboard. Yep, there it is, right behind me. Easy peasy. Hit the like button if you agree. We kind of liked having a room that everyone got to see.
Ooh, it's good that we're here because then
Yeah.
everyone would see our decoration.
It was fun to show off our stateroom door decorations. And there were lots of little holiday touches inside and out, since this was a very maritime sailing. Go watch this video next to see all of those fun holiday details. And we'll see you next time with more about what we ate and did on board the Disney Wish. Subscribe so you can join us. Thanks so much, travelers.